Juan Manuel Marquez for the third time in Las Vegas on November 12. Alam naman natin malalim ang hidwaan nitong si Pacman at si Juan Manuel Marquez. Talaga namang sinasabi ni Manny na personal para sa kanya itong laban na ito dahil gusto niyang once and for all masarado na ang libro at masettle na kung sino ba talaga ang mas magaling sa kanila ng Mexicanong fighter na si Juan Manuel Marquez. We have details for you this afternoon on Kababayan LA about that. Our interview with Freddie Roche at marami po siyang sinabi. You wouldn't want to miss that, and that's later on today on Kababayan LA. Meanwhile, dito naman po sa pagpapatuloy ng Kababayan LA, kasama pa rin po natin si Ronnie Ligo, Editor-in-Chief of Midweek and Weekend Balita. Ronnie, nakakalungkot at nakakabahalang mga balita, but nonetheless, we have to talk about this because this is important. Speaking of violence, Ronnie, kahapon, mukhang naisara ang Arcadia High School dahil sa isang, nagkaroon daw ng lockdown dahil sa isang threat. Can you tell us more about this?
Oo, no? At medyo second-hand information, ano? Pero directly, kasi nga yung mismong anak ko ay dyan pumapasok, ano? So nag-text siya sa akin, Daddy, we are having a lockdown right now, and actually meron para mga SWAT police teams na dumadaan sa kanilang kwarto. Ang nangyari nga, meron daw threat, ano? Apparently, there was a letter that was found by a student na nakalagay daw dun sa letter na yan. Ang nakasulat ay, it's a good day today. Today is a good day to die. November 11, 2011. November 1, 2011, kahapon yan, ano? At itong araw ay nakadirekta yata sa isang history teacher. At ang nangyari nga, this was about 11:30, no? At sinara ang buong eskwela. They were not allowed to get out of their rooms. At ginawa nila yung mga lockdown procedures na kailangan nilang pumunta sa gilid ng sa walls at sinara ang kanilang mga kwarto at pinatay ang mga ilaw. So yan nga ang nangyari at eventually wala namang nakitang threat at pinakawalan din at pinauwi ang mga estudyante after 3 hours of lockdown.
So normal school hours today, Ronnie, normal classes, everything is okay?
Oh, no, kahapon nag-usap kami mga parents, ano, if some of the students will not be allowed by their parents to come to school. Pero of course, mukhang maganda naman assurances ng principal. May mga messages kami sa mga telepono namin that everything was all right and then everything was fine. So balik eskwela uli sila. Pati yung anak ko, sabi ko, you know what, this is just probably baka isang estudyante na iwan ng homework kaya ginawa yan, ano? I'm sorry to say, pero you know, at wala namang talaga nangyari. At sabi ko sa kanya kahapon, kasi she's also part of the APN News team, yung kanilang TV News crew dun sa eskwela nila, no? Sabi ko, magtrabaho ka, huwag kang matakot, kumuha ka ng video, mag-interview kayo ng mga tao dyan.
Yan po ang buhay nating mga journalists, lalo na kayo, Ronnie, print and broadcast media people. But Ronnie, meron bang mananagot? Na-trace ba nila ito sa isang estudyante?
I'm sure, ano, may mga traces siguro makita ang pulis dyan, ano, kung DNA evidence or kung sino mga computer man dyan or anything about, you know, that particular paper. Baka may thumbprint, ano? And of course, kung sino man yung history teacher, kung history teacher man yun, ang tingin niya kung sino ang tingin niyang estudyante na medyo nagkakadelikado siya ng, you know, para mabigay sa kanya ng threat na iyan.
Or medyo galit sa kanya. And authorities can't take this sitting down. Of course, they need to take these things seriously dahil alam naman natin, Ronnie, sa buong Amerika, napakaraming mga cases ng mga shootings sa mga campuses na ito.
And that would, you know, remind us of the Columbine Massacre at saka yung nangyari sa University of West Virginia. At alam naman natin, isang Asian na din ang involved dun. At itong Arcadia kasi, like about 90% are Asian students on Asian descent. Pero hopefully, yun na nga, wala nangyari and the students are now back to school.
Alright, back to normal today in Arcadia High School. Meanwhile, Ronnie, OFW News naman tayo. Meron daw ibang mga bansa na hindi kumbagay masigurado ang safety ng mga OFWs. Kaya ang mga Filipino OFWs pinagbawalan ng Department of Labor sa Pilipinas na pumunta dyan sa, I think it's 41 countries, am I correct?
Yes, no? The Philippine government has banned Filipinos from going to these countries. 41 total, kabilang dito ang Afghanistan, Libya, Iraq, Sudan, Chad at Pakistan. Alam naman natin, Afghanistan, may gera dyan, Iraq, may gera din dyan, Libya, katatapos lang, ano, at magulo pa rin. And of course, Pakistan, kasi nga may maraming mga terrorism dyan. the other countries are, yung mga bansa na yan, wala naman talaga masyadong presence ang mga Filipinos dyan. However, kung meron man tayo mga Pilipino doon, no, they will not be asked to leave those countries kahit na may ban, ang sabi ng Philippine government. However, they will be, advised to take precautionary measures because of this ban at kung makakapaglipat sila or makakapunta sa ibang bansa, mas maganda, no? Or makabalik na lang sila. However, hindi naman talagang threat. It's a matter of the policies in these countries don't really safeguard as far as the safety of Filipino workers dun sa mga bansa na yan.
All right, and it's nice to know that the Philippine government is doing something to look after these OFWs. Sila nga ang tinatawag nating mga bagong bayani. And Ronnie, in a way, medyo happy news na yan, Ronnie. Pero dahil sinimulan natin na medyo mabibigat na mga balita ngayong hapon, let's end this segment naman with some happy news coming from San Francisco.
Oo nga, no? You're talking about 2-year-old conjoined twins, mga Filipino siya, no? We're talking about Angelina and Angelica Sabuco, who after a 10-year operation sa San Francisco, conjoined sila, no? Sa chest, no? Na-separate sila ng mga team of 20 doctors at yun na nga, very, very happy itong nanay nila, si Gennady Sabuco, na siya ay masayang-masaya at nangyari nga itong operation na ito. Ang dyan maselan daw, sabi ng mga doctors, ay yung pag-separate ng kanilang mga livers. The other organs were fine, no? They have their own organs, each of them. However, the livers ay yun ang pinakadelikado, and hopefully they will able to recover at maging healthy children itong dalawang ito.
All right, Ronnie, very quickly because we're running out of time. I think I missed it. Gaano katagal yung operasyon? Was it 10 hours?
10 hours, a team of 20 doctors, and it took them 10 hours.
All right, congratulations and praise the Lord for this good news, Ronnie. At alam ko kahit na maraming mapangit at nakakalungkot na balita, marami pa ring magandang balita sa Midweek at Weekend Balita, also online, www.balita.com. And Ronnie, ang pinakabagong broadsheet sa Filipino-American community, can you tell us about that?
Right, ang aming US Asian Post po, no? Weekly po siya, broadsheet po siya. Focus natin ay fashion, trends at mga bagong nangyayari po sa ating kabuhayan about consumer items na lagi nating pang-araw-araw na ginagamit.
All right, thank you so much and more power to you.
Maraming salamat po.
Pacquiao News, when we return on Kababayan LA, you wouldn't want to miss our interview with Freddie Roach, and that's up next. Don't go away.
Ako po si Manny Pacquiao at kayo po ay nanonood ng Kabayan LA.